Hi everyone, Alan Dawson from Business Depot Agency Broking. Great to be with you, and I think now that we're in 2020, it's good to have a bit of a snapshot about what's happening in the banking industry and how that affects acquisition of real estate agencies and rent rolls. But of course, I needed to bring an absolute expert in with me on this one, and the expert is Justin Dickinson from HoLo. Welcome, Justin.
Thanks, Alan. How are you?
Great, thank you. And I just got a couple of questions that I wanted to run past Justin. And the first one probably, mate, is that with the change in the banking industry, how are banks looking at the attitude of lending for rent rolls and agencies? And more in particular, maybe some of the loan value ratios that they're looking at the moment. So I guess a snapshot of the bank's attitude at the moment.
Yeah, sure. Al, the good news is there's still an appetite. You know, the industry from a real estate perspective is quite strong. The property market is still looking quite good. And so there's an appetite there. A lot of the lenders might have gone down the path of tweaking their policies, but broadly speaking, they want the business. They want real estate agencies on their books. Lending ratios are really important and a key part of that. And some tweak their appetite based on the lending ratios. So we're still seeing some or the odd one down at 40% of the value of the rent roll. Others are at 50, 60, 65, going to 70%, which is pretty good.
Good, yeah.
The good thing also is for the right business, lenders can, on occasions, go outside of their normal lending ratios. And we've done and assisted agencies buy rent rolls that's gone outside those standard lending ratios. And that's for the right business that's packaged in the right way to help the transaction happen.
Yeah, and just one little point on top of that, which I'd like to add, is that not every acquisition has to be 400 or 500 properties. Like we've done a couple of great deals where we've sold, 50 or 100 properties as a really great add-on. So there's a fluid attitude around that a little bit as well at the moment.
There is an attitude of assisting the sector, and there's a couple of lenders. We know there's been one great lender in the industry and they've done a great job, and some other lenders have come in and seen that and have kind of matched appetite, as it were. Minimum numbers, some do like to see properties under management of 200 or more, but that's not to say that that has to be the starting point. You are right, we've seen people with 100 or more acquiring 50 or 60 and then acquiring another 100 12 months down the track, really successfully, continuing to build their business, and that's what they like to say.
Yeah, right. Probably the second important thing that backs off that is that what makes a good application, because a lot of times people go, I have a bit of an appetite around doing something. What do you see as the good information that you need to put a really good application forward to the bank to give it the best chance of success?
Yeah, great question, Al. There's some really key fundamentals that actually don't change just because of the industry. It's a good business, a profitable business that's been around for at least 2 years, but preferably 3 to 4. From a real estate perspective, having a good sales to property under management mix, not having a really big sales business and a tiny property management business, but a good mix of both. They are probably 3 of the key elements. Also, making sure that there's no tax debts. It's kind of a bit of a painful one, but so long as the BAS and the PAYG and all the commitments are up to date, that's a pretty good thing. And the banks don't like businesses having ATO debts because it is a leading indicator as to whether there are cash flow issues. If a business can't manage their tax, then maybe they can't manage debt either. So having a really clean, clear tax record is a really good thing for an application.
Fantastic.
And one other item, projections.
Okay.
Having good projections, working with the accountant, makes it a really good piece.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, there's some great insights from Justin Dickinson from HoLo. He's certainly the person to talk to in relation to doing some funding for you as a broker. He can certainly give you some fantastic advice. As I mentioned, if you want a bit of advice from me, my details are included, so give me a call at any time if you're buying and selling. Contact Justin, and I'm sure he'll be able to help you out with some fantastic advice as well. Hope that's been of assistance. Look forward to talking to you soon. We probably will have another session with Justin at some time to add a few extra questions to you and put a few points to you. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks for listening.